Is it too much to practice every day morning? I can see that, slowly the mind start to think. Oh, again inhalation. Oh, again exhalation. Can I have something different? It's like eating the same food, same drink. Hey, what you had for breakfast? Bread and butter with coffee. Okay, next day, what is your breakfast? Bread and butter and coffee. Then bread and butter coffee. What's next? The next day, today we got different. What's that? Today we got coffee and bread and butter. Following day, butter and bread, coffee. Afterwards, bread, coffee, and butter. Even to tell you feel boring. You may got some idea by this time why a lot of people don't practice pranayama, or why a lot of teachers don't teach pranayama. Though this requirement is there, you need a good amount of asana practice. But I notice even many who practice 5 years, 10 years of yoga, still they use this reason as an excuse and not get into pranayama. Even after practicing for 5 years, 10 years, still asana practice, still if you are not into pranayama, then it is it's nearly it's like different direction. It's only focusing one aspect of this yoga practice. Because it's about inhalation, exhalation. But as we see, if you notice continuously with sharp attention, sharp focus, you can notice, though it is inhalation, though it is about length, depth, and force, it's getting subtler. Depends on how do you observe, how sharply you are alert to see that. That's why today morning I was saying you are focusing on the inhalation exhalation. You are focusing on the length depth force. And don't limit to that. And while you are doing, what is that energy movement happening within yourself? Where you feel, where you are getting that sensation. When we are able to identify that without any particular expectation or judgment, when we do meditation, the same observation continues. Pranayama prepares for that. As I said before, just doing Ujjayi itself will bring a lot of difference. Not physical difference, not energetic body difference, even our own mind, the emotional difference. In our day-to-day life, we can be more inward, more observant. We don't rush to get things done, to get this strong eagerness that I need to get, I should get, I need to do now, I should achieve. Instead, you may do things, you may be in action, but you will do from the standpoint of observer rather than doer. To have that shift, the perception shift from doer's point of view to observer's point of view, we need a lot of constant, continuous, focused practice. Various types of asana practice and pranayama techniques, meditation practice, all lead towards this standpoint, from doer's standpoint to observer standpoint. Also, we have a lot of concepts, ideas, imagination. I need to get this, I need to achieve that by this pranayama practice, by this yoga practice. Why? Because the books written like that, many books written like that. You do this pranayama technique, you will get like this. You do that technique, this will be achieved. So when we are practicing, we are expecting this has to be done immediately. This has to be achieved immediately. Or I practice 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 5 years. By this time I should have got it. So why it is not happening? Not one book, not two books, many books saying that. Why it is not happening? Because our vision, our direction set on the result, we miss what's happening now. Yes, it may happen, but it happens through different means, through different ways, at different point of time, because every individual's condition is different. When we realize that, then we don't set a target or something to achieve. This whole process, this practice itself already an achievement. So our perception will be different, changing. A simple reason, any kind of achievement will not stay forever. That also will change. Knowing, realizing, understanding, everything will change. Then we destroy, we break up these divisions. Right now I am not good. I do this, I will be better tomorrow. I will be reaching somewhere after next month, after next year. This ups and downs will be there. Feel good, not feel good. Comfortable, not comfortable. So then we don't set our condition based on these results, based on these achievements. Why? I am expecting something, but right now I am not recognizing what I have. Right now, I am not valuing what already I possess. Right now, my length of inhalation is only 5 counts. I want to increase the length, and I'm doing something for that. You may increase the length, but if we see that with this division, 5 counts less, not good. I reach 10 counts longer, it is better. It is good condition. It may be good for some reason. These 5 counts may be not enough for some reason, but that 10 counts also will not stay longer. After some time, you may not able to have the same length. You may go back to 8, 7, even 5, or even 4. So all these things happening by asana practice, by pranayama practice, by meditation practice, these are all should lead to one point where to get into that effortless state or divisionless state. If we are already able to see, then all this practice is just a joyful journey rather than something specially to achieve. Then you don't get bored. Not only for breakfast, even lunch, dinner, bread, butter, and coffee. Wonderful. It's not that you need to look for something. You should not look for something else. You can. But if that is what happening, breakfast, bread and butter, coffee, lunch, butter and bread and coffee, dinner, coffee, bread and butter. The purpose is different. That is just to appease the hunger. So the division is disappeared. It is more of living in that moment, if it's supposed to happen that way, and not postponing our inner joy, our peaceful mind to the next moment. That's what we are all doing. We set the target to next moment, next day, next week, next month, next year. Then it continues to next life. With the hope, I will be better than now. I will be better than this position. I will get something greater than what I have now. But the truth is, it never happens. Why? Tomorrow never comes. Either now or never. All this insistence of this eightfold practice, eightfold yoga practice, Ashtanga yoga, to realize it is here and now. The beauty is not somewhere else. The happiness is not somewhere else. Any kind of changes coming, any kind of achievements we are getting, it's all to realize this one fact, this one reality. It is about now. That's why all the masters are not getting the same kind of achievements. One master may be good in meditation, one master is good in other kind of practice. But if it is about now, then why we have to practice? The truth is we should not practice. In one point of view, getting up early morning, getting ready, and doing every day 1 hour breathing, pranayama, the most idiotic thing to do. Because whatever we do with the breath movement, all going to disappear. We just want to get something, achieve something to do. Utter nonsense. But why we are doing it? Why we have to like saying, okay, get up and do 6 continuously? Mind is not showing interest, it is boring, but still we are sitting and doing. Why? In order to get this knowledge without any doubt that I was such an idiot. In order to realize what we actually realize, we realize all this while I was such an idiot trying to achieve this and that and missed the golden moments. Each moment is a golden moment which totally missed. So don't think that you will really get some light behind. You will get some superpower. You will achieve this and that. The only achievement for sure, you may get this and that, but one achievement will be for sure that we will realize all these while we have been living as super idiots. That's that. When you reach that point, that's the greater achievement. Then we can see that it's about now. It will be never about tomorrow. It will be never about next moment. But If we see now, it's always chasing. We are chasing to next moment, tomorrow, next year. And we will be proud. I know this technique. I know that technique. I know about my body. I know about others' body. I know how to teach. And my breath getting longer. I'm getting calm. I'm getting relaxation. I'm a good yoga practitioner. All these things will shatter away. So if you really bored, that means your mind is giving a message. Wake up. Wake up to see the reality. Wake up to see anything we do, we will get bored. Why? The nature of the mind is like that. Same like that. Any desire, anything we want to get, do something, you can see very clearly, never satisfied. Any kind of desire, never satisfied. Nature of mind is like that. So all these techniques will lead us to move away from this mind, and there we realize any kind of pursuit should stop some point, some time. So you need to see the difference. Why we do, why we don't need to do. Okay. I have a few questions. Every day is a new day. Looks like asana, the same asana, our body is different every day. Appreciate. If you are seeing it, yes, every moment is new. Every moment is fresh. Every moment, bread, butter, and coffee. Every morning, it's new. It's different. It is not the same. Okay. Now let's see this. What's the doubt we got? Every time when changing the leg position, I also like to turn my head in circles, or turn my head. Then I feel little bit comfortable in my cervical spine. But I don't know if this would disturb the nerve system. If you ask me, generally, various possibilities. So in that case, that means when you are focusing, your neck probably doing some extra work. Your trapezius muscle and spine muscle have less movement or stiffness. So your body giving that message, your neck is giving the message to Release it. So what you can do before sitting, one way is using the rope belt to release the shoulders, trapezius, spine extension. Or you go for twistings, standing or using the chair or sitting. It's just the imbalance. So, and you are already constantly sitting in one position, then when you change, it is already showing it where you are changing. But if you are rotating the head or turning the head, or if you have to do a little bit of turning, a little bit of twisting, which is fine. It will not uh, disturb the nervous system. If it is happening from the body, but if it is happening from the mind, you make it habitual to turn, then obviously it will disturb. But the body demands, because of some reasons, for some time, yes, you can do a little bit of. But as your practice is there, you need to reach, or you need to be there without any disturbance. Again, the effortless effort. But asana practice, pranayama practice, meditation practice, stillness of the mind, it will bring that naturally. So, aware what's the current condition, aware what you are practicing, aware it naturally bringing that evolution, transformation. What you can do here, you just be there, you just connect with the breath, you just observe the mind, observe the body, and whatever the asana, bring that with that observation. Current time you are practicing, changes happening, which will bring some other kind of result, other kind of setup. So what we have to do, we just not to depend on the current condition and future condition. All these changes will happen. Even if it affects the nervous system, let it be. Because if something is already happening, you can't change. But what is going to come next moment, it is based on whatever we have done in the past. So what we can see, as of now, what we can do, can I know my condition better, and can I practice as per my condition? So you check these things, then you can see naturally you will change. You allow the transformation to take place. And all these movements we need to stop. Head movement, twisting, all those things. When we sit for pranayama 30 minutes, 40 minutes, we have to get into that stillness, physically stillness, only with the breath regulation, breath movement. Same way when we are sitting for meditation, stillness. Okay, that means like right now I'm not getting that stillness by my body demanding some movements, which means I am not good. When I get the stillness, I am good. No, right now your body is like this. You have this awareness. You are doing accordingly. Then the body will change accordingly. It's not you set the target, then only you will achieve. No, the changes happens. Naturally, you will get into that stillness. Only when you be there. Okay. Next question. I always feeling that tense in the tongue, and I observed that my lower jaw is moving forward or making some efforts when I moving my head down. Is this one of the reason to make my tongue tense? And what is the feeling should be when head straight in lying down position and when head down position in sitting? When you move the head down, if you open slightly, you can see, open the mouth, you can notice the lower jaw, even here, the lower jaw movement is there. The arrangement is like that. Lower jaw separately moves, right? So now you close your mouth when the head is up. When you are moving, even if you move slightly down, the lips are touching, not touching. The shoulders, trapezius moving downward. That means you can see that the armpit chest, like we put a little bit more left and forward movement. No movement on the tongue, resting on the lower palate. So when I move there, I watch. I don't move the lips. I don't move the lower jaw. I don't move the shoulder up, shoulder still down. Maintain the chest lift. Without moving my tongue. Start from there. Tongue resting at the lower palate, you maintain. Lips position not changing. Shoulder downward movement not changing. Armpit chest lift not changing. The arms also, you can see that when I push my outer shoulders downward, maintain that position also. So these base fundamentals are maintained as I roll my head. There should not be any movement, lips, tongue, and the back, shoulders. So now, when certain point there is some tension coming, don't go further. From here, now if you roll, you roll from here. Then you see your jaw is moving, tongue is moving. Don't go further. You limit. Even here, fine, fine. A little bit more, fine. If you find there is some movement, so you can't straight away work with the jaw or the tongue. The action should come from your neck, from your shoulder. Check that. The action should come from the chest lift. The action should come from your ribcage broadening. The action should come from your armpit chest lift. So check those areas, then come to your tongue and jaw. If I slightly open, when I go down, lower jaw is moving forward. Obviously, you get the tension on the tongue. It wants to move, it wants to do something. You can recognize the difference. Okay? Should not forward. The lower jaw should not move forward. Probably you are making some effort also to move the head. Okay, and what is the feeling should be when head straight, lying down position, and when head down in sitting. It's totally different. When the head straight in the sitting position, where it's not lifting up, it's not rolling down, there is a line back of the head, neck, spine. That neck curvature, thoracic curvature, all you maintain. And the forehead, if you keep the hand, it's not upward direction, it's not so much downward direction. From the middle, a slight downward movement. And the neck area is not shortening. No strain, discomfort, any tension on the throat. The neck back, the back also is not shortening, which is same in the supine position. So we can compare lying down position, sitting, the head up position, not down position, the head in the middle. There is one difference. In sitting position, we can adjust the thoracic shoulder blade movement, armpit chest movement. So with that adjustment, we can make the neck free or the head position. But when we lie down, from the shoulder, it's already on the floor. You can't make much adjustment. Slight adjustment, rolling downward, broadening, fine. But it's already pressing here on the floor. Like in the sitting, we push forward. In the lying down, may not do much. So that's why when you lie down, for some person's neck condition or head position, so it is going up backward. So we keep a blanket. We fold the blanket to support the head and the neck so that you repeat the same condition like sitting. Slightly lower the head and the forehead is this downward direction. And when we move the head completely down, so altogether it is different. So we can't compare with the lying down position. So this position, you can connect Chatuspadasana, Sedabandha Sarvangasana, Sarvangasana. All these postures you can combine to move the head down. Okay, you check. Next question. Should I practice pranayama while having fever or bad cough? If yes, which type should I try? You have to cool down. The body heat is up when you get fever. Okay. So when that kind of situation, it has to be about definitely relaxing, definitely less effort, and it has to help to cool down. In order to do that, first, you need to feel enough strength. You should not, by doing any kind of technique, you should not feel you are losing the energy. So, a simple way to start with long exhalation, ujjayi exhalation. Chandra Vedana. But if you already have with fever, cold, flu, running nose, all those things, then this may not work. So what you can do? Observe. Can you observe the breath? Your mind may be not ready to even observe the breath. Then regulate will be very challenging. So in that condition, can you go beyond this breath movement, which can happen by going into stillness, going into observation, going into this detachment, seeing yourself different from the body. When it is a mild fever, when you can still have some control, some energy to do. So there is some heat movement, heat sensation over whole body. Can you see that heat waves? Detach and observe all the nuance movements, subtle movements. That will change the condition. If you are doing some meditation, can you do in that fever time? Can you get into that stillness? So that detaching your body from yourself will heal, will help. You can little bit, if you can still do, then long exhalation. Without flu, of course, Chandra Bedana. Not many things required, few things good enough. Should I practice pranayama if both of my nostrils are blocked? If yes, please advise which type. Kabal-bhati. If you are not able to do that, then you remember we were lifting the armpit and from there lying down, using that to like Anantasana, and we create the opening. So if the nostrils are blocked, that should be the focus. To create the passage to flow, clear the passage to flow. Standing postures will help. First, it starts physically, then physiologically to clear the passage, to open the blockage. If you get a little bit, then Kapalbhati. Then maybe one side blocking more, one side blocking less. Then get into, based on the blockage, Surya Bedana or Chandra Bedana. Once it is cleared, of course, then you can go to other techniques. But you see which condition, why it is happening. Is it because of sinus? Is it because of environment conditions? Is it because of your food? Is it just one of the situation? Or is it everyday situation? So then you, based on that, then you have to change your practice. But you can't do some other techniques straight away. Even Ujjayi cannot be done when it is blocked. So look into these other ways. Okay. Okay. In the morning class, when body gets heating up by the weather, the mind still calm and aware that should I practice as you guide or I just sit there and observe? If it is because of outer condition, temperature, climate, the place, higher altitude, lower place, obviously your practice should be based on that. Say it's very hot. Then you go for Bastrika, Kapalbhati. This is already creating more fire within yourself. But not necessarily the climate will affect your body condition. Outside may be very hot. Inside you may feel very cold. Outside may be very cold. Inside you may feel already fire. So first you need to know the difference. External conditions, your own body, internal condition. So like this, when we are doing practice in the classroom practice, guided practice, group practice, generally you follow that guidance unless your body is really in a bad condition. Cannot follow. But when you are practicing on your own, you have to take care all these factors. Irrespective of outside condition, inside you are already feel certain turbulence, imbalance, heat movement or anything. In that case, even in the classroom practice other thing, limit your practice. Don't do everything just to see the difference. So less practice, more observance. In the detox time, few days, should I do pranayama? If yes, which technique I should do? Thank you. This regulation of pranayama itself a kind of like detoxification if you do the practice as per your body condition, but depends on what kind of detoxification you do. Which area you are focusing, then your pranayama can be accordingly. Generally you go for nadi shuddhi, which we haven't done yet, we will do. So nadi shuddhi itself a technique of detoxification. What is shuddhi? Shuddhi means it is purifying. It is creating the balance, removing the imbalance. But here, this purification is about balancing the energy flow, which we are doing Sun, Chandra Bedana, Surya Bedana, Sun energy, Moon energy. Bringing that energy movement, within that energy movement, some balance. So, even detoxification time, you can do Nadi Shuddhi. What technique should I practice when I have headache and pain one half of the head? Sometimes I have to lie down, cannot follow you. Definitely cannot follow me, because if you get stomach ache, headache, nothing will enter into your ears. So you need to address that first. You have to lie down, lie down. You have to sleep, sleep. You have to relax, relax. If you start to hear, if you start to focus on what I am saying, your headache may increase more. So what you can do that, especially headache. You, which side of the headache? If you get a headache on this side, the temple, your temple need to be pressed like this. So you lie down such a way and resting this side of the temple. It's a gentle pressure there. Gentle pressure with the right neck position, shoulder position. So you have a table or chair, your spine is in that slanting position, turning the head, comfortably resting and pressing. Arms extending, bending, or arms to the side holding. So it's like even you can do in Adho Mukha Virasana. So your bolster is completely supported the front part. Then you are turning the head whichever the side you feel heaviness. Reduce that pain first. Get into some easiness, relaxing state. Then you can follow. Otherwise, don't force. Okay. Can you check, have we answered this question or not yet? Let me check. Not yet. Yes. In natural breathing, when inhaling, my abdomen will inflate first and more than my chest does. According to your guidance, when inhale, breath will go from top downward. When I control the chest to expand and go up first, I see my abdomen muscles contract slightly. The breath goes down to the diaphragm only. Condo go down further. Diaphragm feels tight. Please explain more about this and how should I practice. Okay. So either by habit or because of your body condition, your respiratory system, diaphragm movement, abdomen movement, it's because of that. What we can do the initial one, what we have done, lying down position, where you don't need to put a lot of effort to sit up. Do only this point. Inhale to the chest, exhale from the chest. Inhale to the chest, exhale from the diaphragm. Only these 2 points first. Keep doing it repeatedly for 5 minutes. Then inhale until the diaphragm, exhale from diaphragm. Inhale until diaphragm, exhale from abdomen. Inhale until diaphragm, exhale from abdomen. So keep doing it repeatedly, another 5 minutes. If it is structurally some challenge, your body condition, then your asana practice will help. Through the asana practice, you get the balance. That means if you are lifting the trunk, side trunk, armpit, chest, if you are rolling the right shoulder, the action should be only on the right shoulder. If you are lifting the left chest, the action should be only on the left chest. So we have to have this ability to locally work on each and every part of the body. If I open my finger, the action should be only on my finger. Main action. Of course, it is interlinked. But I open the finger, I should not open my face. I should not open my eyes. I should not open my chest. Right? So the action comes locally within each and every part of the body. That's what we are learning when we are doing asana. So see that you are able to do that. I'm lifting the armpit, chest. Bottom rib cage moves, diaphragm moves, abdomen moves. But the main action is armpit, chest. The other part is supporting. So if you are tightening the abdomen to lift the trunk, that means your asana practice is not enough. What do you have to do? Go for sun salutation 108 times. Then you sit there. Then you check. Is it you are lifting the chest, diaphragm works, abdomen works? Is it they are working first before your chest lift? You will see the difference immediately. If it is really your body condition, okay, that's how you have to see the difference. Then when we are doing pranayama, if you have to work on the chest, the force, whatever we are using, diaphragm, abdomen, all based on the breath, we are taking the support, the body movement. So first check the difference, where it comes from. Then this practice will help. As I said, lying down, keep doing this. That should be your practice. Inhalation, chest, inhalation, exhalation, chest, inhalation, chest, exhalation, diaphragm. Keep doing it repeatedly. Then you can see, you can recognize also exactly where it is happening. Okay. That's all today. No more questions. We will continue. We will explore further aspect. If any other questions, doubts, we will see tomorrow. Rest well. See you again. Thank you all. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Thank you.